Hey, hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, I know the game is going on right now. Some of you watching this on the replays and the games are already over. But for those that are tuning in right now, we got some exciting information we're going to be sharing with you guys tonight. My name is Stephen Rachel, coming to you straight from Las Vegas, Nevada. I've got some friends of mine here that's going to be able to share some information with you tonight that is going to be pretty exciting. I mean, we've actually my wife and I here in Vegas got wind of this information right there at the beginning of the year. Actually, it was New Year's Eve, and let me tell you, things have changed dramatically in the last 3 weeks in terms of what we're going to be doing for 2025. So really quick here, let me bring on a few of my buddies here really quick here, and we're going to get this thing started. First off, here, I've got here on my, I think my far right. I think it should be on your far right as well. I've got my friend Ro Fisher coming to you straight from Texas. Ro, what's up, sir? Oh, I don't know. Can we hear you? I don't know. Are you muted?
Oh, I might have been muted.
There you go.
Hey,
There you go.
great to be on tonight. Thank you for inviting me. Absolutely.
Awesome, awesome. And we also got it's like a Texas connection going on tonight or whatever. So we also got my friend coming out of Houston, Texas. We have Keith Francis. What's up, Keith?
What's up, sir? How are you?
Hey, everything, man. I'm just fired up, excited, and what we're gonna do for those that are watching, what we're actually gonna do, we're gonna do things a little bit different here. We're just gonna have a discussion on something that's gonna really help you to really, in terms of make some major changes in your finances for 2025. Now, I don't want to get all hypey and all weird and all that stuff, but I just want to keep it really serious. This is really what's going on. Just a little backstory on what we've actually done here. So let me come back here really quick, and then I'll come back with you guys here in just a second. So first thing, what I actually did, New Year's Eve, a friend of mine gave me a call. Now I'm out and about, mind you, doing some things, running some errands because it's New Year's Eve, right? So you're getting ready for different things going on. And I get a call from a friend of mine named Isaac. He says, hey, everybody's gotten that call before, right? Hey, I got something you really need to take a look at. And I get pitched with a lot of different things. You know, over the years, I've been a full time online marketer for almost 14 years now, full time. And so a lot of people connect with me on a lot of different things, like literally every day. I am not kidding. Every day, somebody is sending me some kind of information about whatever. And it's all great because I like to know what's kind of going on, out there. And some things I look at, some things I don't have time to look at. Some things I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing that. Some things I maybe, look at every now and then. But in this case, Isaac and I were really close friends. We've been knowing each other for like, 20 plus years. And so I said, hey, sure, I'll take a look at it. But I told him up front, I'm like, hey, I'm not really interested in doing anything in the networking space, network marketing space for 2025. Nothing negative. We just had other plans, and I didn't have any plans on building any organizations or anything like that. And he was like, hey, I get it, but you might want to check this out. So based on our relationship, I looked at it. And just like I look at a lot of different things, but nothing has caught my eye. When I looked at this, it blew me away, literally, which is the reason why we're on this call today. 3 weeks later, and we've, I don't want to brag, but we've made thousands upon thousands of dollars. We've helped other people make thousands upon thousands, hundreds of dollars in 3 weeks, and we haven't even been in a full month yet. And so what we're going to do tonight is kind of give you a little insight on what's going on. So now, really quick, I've got a short video that I want you guys to take a look at. This is about 10 minutes. I want to set the stage, so because we're gonna come back, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit more insight on what this is all about. But before I do that, I want to come back here really quick here. I want to bring up my buddy Keith from Houston, and I know, Keith, if you were like me, I know when I saw this video that we're about to share, when I saw all that information, I was like, is this real? Like, I've never seen anything like this before. What was your take when you finally got that information?
Which is important. I didn't know what I was going to do, quite frankly, my future with networking. When you shared the video with me, I took a look at it, and to be quite frank with you, I couldn't unsee it. I know a lot of folks say that, and it sounds sort of cliche, but if you understand the industry, and if you've ever caught lightning in a bottle in the industry before, okay, you know what it looks like. I wasn't sure if this was it at the time, but I couldn't unsee it. So I'll leave it there for
Wow.
right now.
Wow. Well, hey, that's like a theme. Everybody says, "Hey, when I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. I'm like, I couldn't get it out my mind." It sounds kind of hypey, but it was like really
Mhm.
real. Just like he said, when I saw it, like just like he saw it, we just kept thinking about it. Like, hey, we really need to take advantage of this. Now, Roy, I want to get your take really quick, and then we're going to transition to that quick video, and then we're going to come back and give people more perspective and insight on why this is such a big deal. So, what were your thoughts about it?
Very similar to Keith. I was thinking to myself, hey, if this does half of what they say it can do, oh yeah, this is gonna be a speeding rocket, and we just need to grab a hold to it. That's the first thing that occurred to my mind. As if it works half as good, there's going to be a lot of people very excited about not only the results, but excited about building a business here. So
Yep.
that's exactly what it has delivered. So super excited about that.
Hey, hey, thanks for sharing. And you know what? It's definitely delivering. And that's really what you want as a business person, being an entrepreneur. You want something that will deliver and something that's different that nobody else has. And that's what we got here. So it's the perfect storm of an opportunity. So let me share something with you guys really quick here. Let me shift gears here, and I'm going to share something that's going to give you guys some insight on what's going on. So check out this video here. We kind of talked a little bit about how it all started a little bit, at least for us. But let me show you what we saw, and then we're going to come back and we're going to give you more perspective. So check this out. And really quick here, before I even do that, I want to introduce guys. You're about to see a guy. His name is Terry. This individual is actually the top producer in this company. He actually lives here in Las Vegas. I got a chance to meet him. He's got a very interesting story. So stay near the end because the story he's going to share with you guys is going to blow your mind. So check this out. Here we go.
Great to have everybody on this evening. Again, my name is Terry Camp, coming to you live from Las Vegas. Going to be walking you through what we are incredibly excited about. And really quickly, just so you understand, we came across this on April 20th. God shined down on us and allowed us to have access to a product that none of us saw coming. Fix is what we call it, where it's in this little snap right here. And we'd been around for about 18 months at that point as a company. And we were building a marketplace of products that we could continue to add all kinds of products and services to, and from all over the world, technically. And every market could have a different mix of products. April 20th, everything changed because we came across this particular extract that comes out of the hop flower. It's a matured hop extract is what it is. And it had never existed before by itself until 1953. Long story short tonight, companies started to extract this back then, but it cost $1 million to collect a gallon of it. So there was no way that was going to go to market. A handful of other companies did the same thing. The best of them, it was $500,000 for a gallon. The reason they did this is because it showed a great potential for fat loss, visceral fat loss. And so what we're talking about right now is burning fat smarter, not harder. There's a lot of people that do 75 hard. That's one way to do it. This is 75 easy. If you just take this, squirt it into a beverage, any beverage, it goes to work on your visceral fat. And I'm going to explain exactly how that happens. It's a paradigm shift. When you're talking about losing weight, nobody wants to lose weight, not even you. You want to lose fat. Just like everybody else, that's what we really want to lose is the fat to get rid of all the stuff that's not supposed to be there over our lean body mass, right? So this is a paradigm shift to be able to squirt something odorless, tasteless, and colorless in a beverage of any kind and start the body's process of literally burning up visceral fat. No one's ever heard of that. We hadn't heard of it. And we were like, this isn't real until we started talking to doctors, scientists, biologists, nutritionists, naturopaths, functional medical doctors. And they were all going, you guys have no idea what you have your hands on here because it's never been seen before. This has never existed for human consumption ever until we brought it to the market 4 months ago, you guys. We were the company that got blessed to be able to bring this to the market because the pharmaceutical manufacturer that was able to finally crack the code on the pricing, the cost, That's not their jam to bring it to the world. That's what they had us do, because we have this packaging. Our founder has been doing packaging like this for a bunch of years, owns several packaging machines up there that are very, very high tech, believe it or not. And this doesn't look like much, but there's a lot of technology that goes into it. And we can put all kinds of liquids into it, topical, digestible, whatever. And so this was the perfect package in the beginning for this particular product. It is plant-based, all natural, like I said, colorless, tasteless, and odorless, and there are zero side effects. Zero side effects. You start talking to people about fat loss, natural, no side effects, a lot of people are going, hey, talk to me about that. That happens all the time. I get hit every day by somebody going, hey, man, I saw some posts about this fat loss thing. Can you send me some information? It happens all over the place. This works with any kind of beverage. Like I mentioned, it even works with adult beverages. Now, the only reason we state that is because most of the time when you talk about fat or weight loss, you don't do that. You're not talking about combining anything with alcohol. This happens to work that way. But here's what's going on in the body. We need 4 substrates, meaning types of energy: protein, carbohydrates, fat, and mineral. This body that God gave us needs all 4 of those things. Now, we take in too much carbohydrate and fat, most of us, because it tastes really good. You know that, of course. And so because we get a lot of that in, our body doesn't use all of the fuel energy that we take in the manner of food. We call it food. But when that happens, you take in calories, your body uses some of that, and then it expels some of the others, and the rest of it, it packs away for later. It's like, I got all this energy, got to do something with it. So it tucks it away in something called white adipose tissue. Visceral fat, bad fat is what this is right here. And so over the course of our life, we tend to start to look like this silhouette. You know what I'm saying? Because the accumulation of visceral fat. What Fix does, when it goes into the body, it does the same thing as if you were shivering. See, when the body shivers because of the drop in temperature, it's trying to create heat. It is an involuntary response. In that involuntary response, it activates the brown adipose tissue, BAT. And what that does, it sends a signal to the brain that goes back through the vagal nerve down to the body that says, start to burn up white adipose tissue, bad fat. And in doing that, it's burning 400 calories per hour when you shiver, but it's all coming from the bad fat. So if you could shiver for 12 hours a day, you'd be looking hot. 2 pounds of fat gone every single day. Think about that. Now, you can't do that, of course, because you can't shiver that long. The great part about this Fix is when it goes into the body, it goes to what's called the bitter receptors. And that alone starts to activate the BAT the same way as if you were shivering. It creates that thermogenic response in the body. You're not shivering. Don't get me wrong. You're not doing that. But it's starting to send a signal up to the brain, through the vagal nerve, back to the body to burn up the white adipose tissue. 4 up to 9 hours. One snap will create that thermogenic effect. So you're burning fat regardless of what you're doing throughout the day. How awesome is that? Not only that, but we can validate all of this with this app called Me360. It is not our app. We did not make it. We make no money on it. It's free. And so the cool part is you can go scan your own body and see exactly how much body fat have you lost, how much lean body mass have you increased, what about how much the inches, the circumference, all the different, how the body's shrinking. You want to see all that. And this validates all of that. You can put this in coffee or orange juice in the morning, and you can put it in iced tea or soda or water, or you can put it in scotch, whiskey, mojitos, shots, white wine, red wine, beer. You can put it in any beverage you choose, just like that. And when we go do that, we start to get transformation, body transformation in a snap. You get it? And we got social media influencers that are doing things like this and other things, and people are flocking by the hundreds. They sign up. What is that? Because it creates curiosity like nothing ever has. And we've already, like I said, we built a global marketplace. We already have all kinds of other products and services, really good ones, and they're different for every market. But then when Fix came along back on April 20th, when we finally figured out what we were hearing and what this could be, we were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We need to stop everything and focus on this right here. And that's exactly what we did. We already have a global marketplace. We have logistics and warehousing in Asia, Africa, Europe, well, the UK, the Australia, and the US. All that's already done. So now what we're doing is getting this thing right here licensed in all the different regions that we're in and all the countries that we operate in. And then we're going to go get to the rest of the world. So that's the health piece. If you like what you're hearing on that, you'd like to get after that, get back with your friend. They can tell you how to get some of this. You can try it out for 30 days or whatever you want to do. Separately, you can actually create an income here by sharing this with people, kind of like we're doing right now. And as you share with people, we have a 2-team system, a left and a right. That's it. Everybody who comes in after you on that team has to go on your left or your right team. Why is that important? Because everything everybody ever purchases forever counts for you. It creates volume on which you get paid. Whether it's people coming in as new reps or connectors, enrollment kits, monthly auto ships, miscellaneous orders. I order all kinds of other stuff, miscellaneous orders, retail, customer purchases, add, international sales. You can have business happening in every time zone, guys. You could get paid 24 hours a day as your team expands, not you putting the people in. Everybody together putting the people in from all over the world. And the more people that join, the more income you make. With 50 people that have joined, not that you put in, just total that showed up, 50 on each team, you're looking at about $700 a month US, all right? Meaning US dollar. You can make $100,000 a week in our comp plan and everything in between. And let me just tell you, 4 months into this, we've got a gob of people making more than $5,000 a month. Some of them $40,000 a month in 3 months. Because what we're doing here, this guy right here, nothing like it. It's viral, it's fun, it's sexy, it's simple. In social media, loves it. Social media influencers can make bank on this, and they are. And it's a great health product, maybe one of the greatest that's ever existed. So literally, guys, we have all of this already checked. And we are the only company with it in the world. And we already have the systems and the tools in place, training, marketing, all done for you. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So if you're somebody who's ready to get started, you've seen enough. I know I went fast, but for $30, $29.95 in the US, that's what it costs to be a rep. And in the UK, just so you know, 72 snap kit, $199.95, $200. And you get 72 snaps. You can use them for once a day, twice a day. You can share them with a partner or whatever. About $240 you're in the US. In the UK, it's the same, $30, but it's $169 because there's laws in the UK that we got to deal with. You get 30 snaps instead of 72 because of that particular rule. If you're in the Australia, all the Aussies, $10 and you're in as a rep instead of 30. 72 snap kit is available, same price, somewhere upwards of $300 in Aussie dollars to be a rep and have the product there. In New Zealand, the Philippines, Africa, you got 2 options: $100 snaps, 30 snaps for $100, or $200 72 snap kit is available as well, $10 to be a rep in those regions as well. So different packs, different regions, different costs. I know the person that got you on this Zoom or got you this recording can help you understand all of that. It's really simple. It's all on our site. I'm just going quickly through it tonight so that we can get a recording down that's limited so that people can use this to their advantage. So we're looking for people that are ready to take action right now. If that's you, let your friend know about that, okay? So with that, guys, I'm going to jump off here tonight, stop the recording, and just understand, folks, that what we have available here is something that has never existed before in the history of the world. And again, we are the only ones with it. If you like what you see, you want to change your life, let your friend know. And we'll look forward to seeing you on one of the upcoming Zooms that we have. God bless you.
All right. Now, key words here. We're the only ones that have this product right here. And so what you're seeing and what you're going to kind of hear tonight is you're going to hear from some people. We're going to tell you some stories about some different things. And we're just going to have a discussion about there's a lot of buzz about this product called Fix, right? It comes in this type of package here, and it also comes in this tincture bottle, right? And he talked about what it does. It helps to eliminate visceral fat, which plagues a lot of people globally, but definitely, of course, a lot of people here in the United States and of course abroad. And it's so simple. Now, I'm gonna let some of my partners talk about this as well. But one of the main things, well, I guess one of the questions I've gotten a few times since we've been sharing this, they said, Steve, well, hey, I didn't think you were going to be doing any other type of, businesses in the networking space, for a while. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much what we thought. Well, why did you do this one? What makes this one any different than any other health and wellness type of opportunity, network marketing type of opportunity out there? Well, one, and I always respond like this. I'm like, well, I mean, there's a lot of products out here that work. I mean, a lot of people can lose weight with this product and this drink and this shake and this pill, or maybe they can stick themselves in the stomach with Ozempic or whatever. So there's a lot of products out there that can help us to look better. The end result, they may be different on how they do it, but the end result is what? To look better, to feel better, to be healthier. Well, the problem a lot of times is those methods you have to prepare. There's a lot of steps involved for a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them typically have some type of preparation involved. This right here has no preparation. As a matter of fact, it can help eliminate your visceral fat. Let me show you how simple this is to take. And even as an internet marketer, I'm sitting at my desk a lot, and I've been pretty much a thin guy pretty much my whole life. But I put on a few pounds, especially around my waist. I can't fit in certain pants like I used to back in the day. And I think we all feel that. We all kind of know what, a lot of us know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. And there's a lot of things I could do. Obviously, you want to exercise, you want to eat right and all that. But what if you have something that can give you even a boost, but without interfering with your day-to-day? And a lot of times, if there's something that has a lot of preparation, I'm probably not. I'm just talking about me. I'm probably not going to do it. If there's a lot into it that I got to do, I'm probably not going to do it to help me with that. But check this out. This is how easy it is to actually use Fix. And then I'm going to let you hear from some of my partners here on the panel as well. Check this out. This is a quick video. It's like maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes. So I just took my water here, right? So I just got a glass of water, right? Just a glass of water. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to take the little packet right here, right? And remember, it comes in 2 different forms. So I mainly will use this at home, right? You just a tincture right here. But what's pretty cool is that you got something on the go that's real. See how thin that is, right? So it just fits right in your purse or wallet or whatever, right? So you can do it whatever. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to see if I can do this on camera here. All right. And I'm just going to take the packet, and you can see here on the white side, you just put that into your glass here, and then you just squeeze it. See that? And the hops flower extract just goes right into your drink, right? Juice, water. I just got some water here. Gatorade, Coke, tea, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever. And you just drink it. You know what's it? No color, no taste, no odor. So it doesn't change the taste of your drink. And so this is easy for me. Okay? Let me just say that. This is easy for me. I can do this. Now, if I can do that, you can do that. Now, let me kind of bring up some of my partners, and they kind of give you a little bit more insight as well. So let me go back over here to Ro here. Now, Ro, I know when I saw that video, when I saw all the information, we kind of talked about how it kind of blew our minds. What were some of the biggest takeaways once you really saw it, got involved? What were some of the things that really made you say, you know what, this is probably something that we really need to actually get involved with, even if it's just for the health, but even on the opportunity side? What were your thoughts when you first got all the information?
Well, I know just right off the top that 2 of the biggest concerns in society right now is, one is health, the ability to lose weight and stay healthy. And then, whoever comes up with the solution to free energy is going to make a killing, of course. So if you can come up with a solution with one of those 2 problems, you're going to be in the way of fortunes being made. So I already know that. And this addresses one of those concerns, right? So it's like the easy button for weight loss. without the side effects. We all know about the Wegovy's out there, the Ozempics out there. They're going nuts for the pharmaceutical companies, but along with those, like Terry mentioned, there's side effects that you have to accept the risk for. So, but here with Fix, it's the easy button for losing visceral fat. So you can do that whether it's your nighttime wine, in a glass, or it's your your hot cocoa in the morning, or your coffee or your tea, whatever you do. You just pop one of those in there and you're on your way to looking better, feeling better, and even losing some bad fat in your life. So that's a great thing. And I already know, I've always wanted to make more green than the salad bar when it comes to income. So so if you can do that, and there's a component to where you can make an income, sign me up.
Wow.
That's what we got here.
Hey, I like that. Green, more green than a salad. Well, that's actually happening right now. So, especially with this product, because a lot of people obviously definitely want it. So we definitely have something that could definitely help a lot of people, and it's helping a lot of people. So I get it. Hey, man, I'm definitely excited. Thanks for sharing. Matter of fact, let me hop over here to Keith as well, and have him share a few things here. Let me bring him up here really quick here. So Keith, what was your take? And I know you've got, everybody here on the panel, we've all had experience in networking and doing a lot of different products and stuff like that, obviously. What was your biggest take after seeing it and then actually sharing it? What were some of your biggest takeaways in the beginning once we started this journey like 3 weeks ago?
It or not won't happen until this coming Tuesday. But anyway, that's another story. Let's talk first about my personal experience with the product. I've been on it now. I've been taking it about a week and a half, maybe.
Okay.
Like everybody is saying, and everybody says the same thing, simplicity, and that is key. I take it twice a day, and in order for me to remember to take it, all I do is in whatever beverage I'm drinking in the morning with my breakfast, whether it's orange juice or coffee or water, doesn't matter. I'm using a bottle right now. I squirt, after looking at the video on how to use it, I squirt little over 1 milliliter. I don't want to get technical, but it's all in the video. You just squirt a dropper in the bottle, shake it, put it in the bottle, and I drink it. Doesn't, like Steve said, doesn't have a taste, doesn't have a smell. It's easy. So it's out of sight, out of mind. I do the same thing for dinner. Once again, whether it's soda, whether it's tea, whether it's a beer, it doesn't matter. I squirt it, and I do it twice a day. Now, one thing that I made up my mind, and I encourage other folks not to do, is don't self-sabotage your success with the product. And what I mean by that is don't start weighing yourself or measuring yourself every day. It's clear that the product, depending on the body type, it can take up to 90 days for you to really start seeing serious results with it. So what I'm doing right now is just, I've made the commitment, trust the process. I've seen what's happening to other people, and I'm doing the same thing. So don't get hung up on that. One thing too, Steve, before I turn it back over to you, I want folks to understand this, and we can come back later and talk about it. If you really want to understand the strength of a product in network marketing or in any home business, see whether or not that product actually transcends a network marketing company. Meaning, is that product going to ultimately be a mainstream product? And if you want to know that here before it happens, okay, you just need to understand this comp plan. And we'll come back and talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, hey, as you can see, guys, now I know it sounds like we've been here in this company for a long time, but this whole team is less than a month old. And even though this whole organization that we're a part of is roughly a little over 1,000 people, this has all happened within what, three weeks or so, a little over 3 weeks, not even a full month at all, far from it. And it's all because of, is literally all because of this product. It's all because of this product. And you can't get that kind of momentum, that kind of fire, that kind of interest with something that doesn't work, right? So it still has to work. Yeah, it's simple. It's probably the most easiest type of, I guess you can say, I don't want to say diets. the easiest type of supplement to help you to burn fat that I probably have ever seen. I've never seen anything this easy before. I've seen a lot of different things. I think we all have, but I've never seen anything easy like this. So let me show you here. I got a couple things here I want to share with you guys here. So let me change here. So again, what Fix does, like we were saying, and just like Terry in the video was talking about, Fix attacks the visceral fat around your midsection, right? And really just inside of your organs, right? Because that's where it's all at. Now, let me kind of speed this up because I don't want to keep you guys too long tonight. And actually Fix burns, just like you said, 400 calories per hour for up to 9 hours without you even having to shiver or shake, right? It just puts your body into thermogenesis, which allows you to burn calories. And you can do it just by dropping some drops in your drink, any type of drink, and it definitely does make a difference. So moving on, here are a few examples of, some people here. We got a Facebook group that has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of testimonials of people that are using this particular product. Now, keep in mind, this product actually launched back in April of 2024. So it hasn't even been a full year yet, but there's a lot of testimonies of people using this product. And I think what makes it very, very popular is because it's so easy to take. And then the cherry on the top, it works. It's easy to use and it works. You just can't get any better than that. You can look here, 42 days, 2 weeks, and you can see the differences in a lot of these examples. And there's hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of other testimonials, in one particular Facebook group. But there's other groups that I've found, like on social media, of people just sharing their stories and everything about this. This thing is on fire. If you're anybody that's a business person and you ever wanted to be like, you know what, man, I wish I could find a product that's like that could really just sell itself. I think that's what we all kind of want. We want something that can just sell itself, and all you have to do is just make it available. Now, I know some people have said that, but they lied to you. It wasn't. It wasn't something that sold itself. It's something that you had to really convince and persuade and all kinds of stuff, right? But here, this one, when I tell people about it, when they see it, they just got to have it. And it's been a long time since I've seen this. This product got me and my wife out of retirement. Okay. Why? Because it just made sense. And I'm like, well, if I feel like this about this product, I'm sure a lot of people, will feel the same way. So moving on. So let me show you, there's a lot of science behind this. This isn't something that just started or whatever. This is something that goes back to the 1950s. And there's a lot of scientists, a lot of doctors that talk about this. Matter of fact, this is Dr. Joseph Aarons. I'm not going to read all this here, but I'll just kind of focus right here in this little section here. He kind of talks a little bit, some of the technical jargon, but he really endorses Fix and what we have with the mature hops extract, which is MEH3. And the main thing he talks about is this. He says in layman's terms, just kind of giving people a little understanding on how potent this compound is. He says the hops flower causes increased metabolism in brown fat tissue, which in turn uses other fat tissues as fuel, burning it up. A 12-week study showed up to 60 to 100% greater fat loss for adults, including the hops flower, in their diet compared to the control group. The novelty of the hops flower is that it is easy to consume. You can add it to any beverage. That's one thing that caught my attention. I'm like, you know what? If it's easy like that, a lot of people would definitely want to take advantage of it. And that's actually what's happened. Now, if you at the end of this as well, when you get back with the person that invited you to this video, definitely go to Facebook. You can actually do a search for Fix Your Health. Okay. You can just type in Fix Your Health and you'll actually come to this group. When I actually did this screenshot, it was like 4,000, a little over 4,200 members. Now there's like 6,000 or 7,000 members in this group. So it's growing like crazy. And this is just one of many groups that I've seen on social media of people sharing their testimonies about the power of what this particular product can actually do and what it is doing for a lot of people. Because you can't, from doing research, you could definitely do your own research. You could even Google, hops, mature hops extract. You can actually Google that. You can see a lot of great information. There's a lot of clinical studies about this particular product. But so don't just take our word for it. You can actually do your own research. But let me tell you, it's definitely working. And because it's working, yeah, you'll hear some pretty impressive income testimonials as well, because this product is definitely working. So here, matter of fact, here's one. When I first got wind of this particular opportunity, which it was exposed to me on New Year's Eve, afternoon. Me and my wife, we eventually got in later that evening. And it was funny, quick story, really quick here. Me and my wife already had a conversation that we didn't really want to do anything in networking again, and nothing negative. We just had other plans, right? And we know what it takes to really build and build a business, because we've done it before in the past. And we were like, well, we're going down this path, so we really want to stay focused. So when I saw the information, I'm out and about, pulled over on the side of the road, got on a Zoom, and actually watched the first one right on my phone. And I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. I never seen anything like that. So I came home, didn't tell my wife, and I was like, well, let me watch another one, because they're going to do another Zoom. So let me get on that. So I got on, this is all New Year's Eve, mind. This is New Year's Eve. So I watched another one later that afternoon, right? And I'm like, you know what? I got to let her know. So I finally told her about it. She says, well, I don't know if I want to do the business, but I definitely would love to try that product out. And, and so that kind of just another ding, like, wow, just another light bulb. Like, that's interesting, because we were like just dead set on, hey, we're not going to really build any businesses or whatever. So we got involved later that evening, and the next day I'm talking to my buddy Isaac and everything. So we went ahead and got involved, got a position as an affiliate in the business, and because we could actually get more product in. And he said, well, hey, just by happenstance, they're actually having he lives in Phoenix, Arizona. He said they're actually having a leadership event right now here in Phoenix, the week I actually joined. And I'm actually going to go up there to the resort, get a chance to meet some of the leaders and everything. And then on Saturday, they're going to do like a mixer at this sports bar and even do a presentation, and you get a chance to meet people. I'm like, hey, can we come? I know we just joined. Can we come? He was like, yeah, you can come. You can come to the mixer. I'm like, cool. So we're here in Vegas. It's like 4 hours from here to Phoenix. So Friday afternoon, we get in our car, we drive all the way to Phoenix, just so we can really get a chance to meet some of these people, because we heard some stories and heard the types of incomes people were making. We saw all the different, stories that people were sharing about the effects that they're having with, using the product, losing weight, feeling better, because, when you have a lot of visceral fat, not only does it make your, creates a lot of inflammation, but it causes a whole lot of other issues. Right. So a lot of people were eliminating issues because they were eliminating visceral fat. So we got a chance to meet and talk to a lot of people that were using the product and people that were part of the business. And as a matter of fact, I actually got a chance to meet this young lady here. Her name is Nikki. Nikki saw this information on a Facebook post back in October. Saw the information. Thought it was interesting because the person was just talking about how she was been able to lose weight, had a before and after picture. You know how you've seen those pictures, right? And she thought it was interesting based off of how simple it was to take the product. She actually asked the lady, said, hey, is this an opportunity? These stories are pretty amazing. And the lady said, yes, but I'm not really doing the business per se. And she was like, is there anybody I can talk to? She actually wind up talking to Terry, the guy that shared the information in the presentation earlier. So she wind up getting in. She has some networking experience. She's made some money in some other opportunities in the past, but she's never made this money this fast before. Her second month in Marketplace Global, which is the parent company of this opportunity, which makes the product Fix, over $30,000 in her second month. Matter of fact, she even referred one of her friends who's a former pilot, got out of that industry right around COVID or whatever, with all that stuff that was going on back then, but never really done a lot of things in networking, never made a lot of money, been in a few companies. So I think she only had like a couple years experience or whatever, but her second month in the business, her name is Haley, made over $30,000 as well. So it's not just her, it's not just this person, it's not just people on our team, it's not just Terry. And you know what? The reason why all these people are having so much success with this opportunity right now is because of this. It's all because of this, right? And I got something else I'm gonna share with you here in a moment. Now, really quick, and I'm gonna come back here to some of the people in the panel. Terry, the guy that we shared earlier that did the presentation and everything, he has a very interesting story. His story is pretty interesting. MPG, we call it MPG for short, short for Marketplace Global. They've been around 20 plus years. Okay. Normally, manufacturing and packaging products for other network marketing companies. So it's not a new company. They've been around for a long time. But about 2.5 years ago, they said, hey, let's go ahead and create our own network marketing division, our own distribution, center as well, because we've been doing this for years for other companies. Why not just do it for ourselves also? So about 2.5 years ago, that's what they did. Terry got in around that time, okay? Around when they were creating that part of the business, making about $800 to $1,000 a month. He was right there near the beginning when they started that. So for about 18 months, he was doing about $800 to $1,000 a month. Now, fast forward to, I guess you could say April of 2024. And he just trucking around like a lot of reps that were there. Company kept saying, hey, we got some really cool stuff. They have always had other products and stuff like that. But they were like, hey, we got something cool that's coming. Hang on, everybody. Just hang on. We got something that's going to really blow everybody out the water in the industry. And so he did. It came out. They did a big promotion around Fix, and everybody in the company, this is, excuse me, this is what they were telling me. They were saying, everybody in the company was like, if this does what they say it's going to do, this is going to be big. So everybody was excited, but nobody had the product yet. They were just going off of what the company said, what this product was going to do. So they did a pre-launch for pre-orders and everything. They started getting the product in around July. So people started receiving their product around July. And let me tell you, after several weeks, several months, man, testimonials just came out of the wazoo. And of course, because of that, incomes just shot up. Terry was making about $800 to $1,000, a month. Now he's doing anywhere between, well, I don't know how much he's making now, but because I'm sure those numbers have changed in the last couple of weeks. But he was making actually about $30,000 to $40,000 a week because of Fix. Now, for the first 18 months, he was just making $800, maybe $1,000, a month. But after Fix came out, it just took everybody's income to a whole nother level for those that were really sharing the information. As a matter of fact, what I did, I actually recorded. When we were here at this little sports bar here in Phoenix, Arizona, I actually recorded a clip of him talking about the income that he's made because of Fix. Check this out.
In the first 5 months of this year, I made a total of about $5,000 a month. Or $5,000 total. Finished the year for $185,000. Wow. Yeah. We now live. I need enough. Hang on. We now live on a fixed income. You see what we did there?
Okay, they got jokes. He's got jokes. But you know what? It made sense though. I'm like, I would definitely want to be on a fixed income. So let me come back here really quick here. I just want to kind of give you guys a little insight. We got a couple other things that we're going to share. Then we're going to wrap this up here really quick here in the next few minutes. But let me bring up my buddy Ro here really fast. So Ro, I know when I was coming back from that event in Arizona, right? And this was all last minute. I was not planning on driving to Phoenix, Arizona the first week of the year. So I went up there last minute. And when I was coming back, what was your, how do you think I was feeling when I came back? What were your thoughts after I kind of shared some information with you after I was driving back here to Vegas from Phoenix that day?
Well, first, let me say I came in kicking and screaming. Okay, at the very beginning, you brought it to me, and just kind of like you told everybody about you and Lanasia's plans for 2025. I was along the same path. I didn't want to, really wasn't looking to do anything online in this effect. So I was like, I had said no twice, just being real about it. Yep. And when you called me up on that road trip back to Las Vegas. From Arizona, I could hear something different in your voice. I was like, wait a minute. Steve done seen something. Something has really unsteadied the boat a little bit. Something has unsteadied the ship, right?
Yeah.
Because I could hear it in your voice. There was an excitement, and I knew that something big was coming. So I'm just so glad that you made that call to kind of wake me up, shake me awake, because sometimes you think you know, but you
Yeah.
really don't know until
Yeah.
you get all of the information. So after I heard the excitement in your voice, it really made me kind of open up and really pay attention. And I'm just glad that I did, because like I said, sometimes you really need to, those things that you resist at first could be the very thing that gives you your freedom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what's happening right now.
That's true.
Literally.
That's true. And I was the same way. I reluctantly got on that initial Zoom sitting in a parking lot because I was out and about running some errands, and just like you, and because of our relationship, I'm sure you looked at it initially because of our relationship. So even of me, but it's not for me. I do that all the time. Like, hey guys, listen to me. I do that all the time. So for me to look at this and be like, hey, this is something different. This hits a little different. This isn't the same stuff I usually see. That means a lot. Okay. Now, and that's why, because I see the potential of it. And just like Ro, when I had that phone call with him driving down whatever highway that was, gave him a call and said, hey, I think we got something. This is before we were in, but we weren't in mentally then, if that makes sense. So after that, and I'm having these conversations and I'm meeting people that's like, they're making all this money and it's only been like a few months. I'm like, hey, listen to me guys. I met some people there, and even with Terry, yeah, he's doing, I don't know how much money he's making now. Probably like, I don't know, maybe 50 or 60 grand a week now, just because of all the momentum that's happening, just from, just when it just keeps swelling up. He's great, but he ain't that great to make that type of money. Like even when it came, when I was talking about, Nikki, yeah, second month, even Haley, yeah, all these people making, even my buddy Isaac making a lot of money, a lot of other people. Hey, it's all it is timing. That's all it is. It's timing. As a matter of fact, I know my buddy Keith here knows a little bit about timing as well. Let me bring him up here really quick here. Timing is everything. We hear that little phrase all the time, and we kind of gloss over it. But it's really real here. Keith, I know you got some insight on that as well. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts about that.
Timing is everything with the right product, the right opportunity, the right company. That's key. Let's talk about the product first. Just if you remember anything about this product tonight, other than the fact that it works, and it does, remember, 17 years. That means that no one else can have this product inside of networking or outside of networking for the next 17 years. And that's because of the pending patent. And that's important. Number two, this product transcends network marketing, meaning it's going to be mainstream. Now, let me give you a little background so I can back up what I'm about to tell you. I worked for a Fortune 500, a Fortune 10 company, quite frankly, for my young adult life, where I was a mid-level manager. And I took an early retirement because I wanted to be my own boss. I've owned 3 traditional businesses. And in all 4 of those stops, the one thing that became crystal clear to me, that if I wanted to have long-term success for me and my employees, customers were king. Having said that, and as a network marketer, I've made a lot of money in this industry, a lot. And there are folks on this call that can back that up. If you want to know what the ownership of a company is thinking about their products or their flagship product, look at the compensation plan. If the compensation plan, I don't want to confuse folks, but just understand this, if the compensation plan is built to reward you just for recruiting, meaning you're recruiting and hoping that enough of your distributors stick and become your customers, that won't last for most people. But if the compensation plan is built to reward you for both creating new leaders, okay, by helping them and teaching them to not only recruit other distributors, but more importantly, to eventually branch out and your leads become your customers. That's when you know that the owners really know what they're sitting on. And let's take this compensation plan, for example. While the compensation plan rewards you, and we're at that stage right now where you want to bring in as many business builders as you can. Why? Because you want to get to them before the word gets out, because somebody's going to get to them. But long term, the stability of this company is going to be based on how wide you expand your reach. And that's where customers come in. With this compensation plan, and I'm going to keep it simple for right now, it won't be, you can do it much faster. But if someone, whether they're brand new, whether they've tried this business and networking 1,000 times, okay, all you've got to do is share this, okay? And if you can enroll 2 distributors, okay, who are going to go to work, one on your right team and one on your left team, if that's all you ever did, and thereafter you teach them to do the same, and then the key is that you spread the word, and you're going to end up getting customers. You know, just like I believe it's Elton in the group. He
Yeah.
gave in the community. He gave an example yesterday when he and his wife were at a restaurant. A brilliant example. So when you're in Steve Lanicia's group, make sure that you look for Elton's post on what he did at the restaurant last night to get new customers. The point being, you can start this business, build this business, get 2 distributors who really want to work, and you can reach the top of the pay plan, without ever having to enroll another distributor again if you just focused on customers. Now, don't get me wrong, you can do it much faster by bringing in more distributors along with your customers, but that's the way the plan is built. Most network marketing, and no matter what lip service they give you in the pretty flashy videos, the network marketing's compensation plan is based on rewarding you for doing nothing but recruiting. That is not long term. That's it.
Hey, that's pretty powerful, you know. And you know what? Here, let me come back here. We definitely have that mainstream product here, and this is really, I'm literally trying to think. I think this is like probably the first time in my career where I can think of like, this is actually this is a mainstream product. This isn't just like some network marketing type of thing. This is like a mainstream product. And now we have the exclusive right to be able to share it. Normally when we're doing different products, like if I'm in some business or like we all have, we're doing things that may have like you know, whatever it may be, there's all kinds of other people that are doing the exact same thing. So we're like trying to really compete. It feels really good. Yeah, we're all in that same kind of niche, but we actually have a product that we're the only ones that have. You're not going to find this product here anywhere else, whether, just like he said, anywhere. So from a business perspective, that's what I saw. And that's what kind of made sense, you know, to me in terms of really taking advantage. And that's what I learned. I learned a lot of that when we were actually in Arizona. I'm like, oh, it was like those moments, like when you think you know something, and then you go somewhere or you look up something or whatever, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that. Those were the kind of moments I was having when I went to Phoenix and I talked to people that were doing it. And that's why we're here. Those conversations birthed this webinar that you're on right now, and all the hundreds of people, if not thousands of people that have come and that are going to be coming over the next coming weeks, months, and even years. So I'm super excited about it. As you can tell, we all are. And here's a little snapshot. I know Keith was talking a little bit about the compensation plan. This is just more like my buddy Isaac talks about. It's like a cheat sheet. This isn't the complete compensation plan, but this kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. If you want to take a screenshot of this, you can definitely do that as well. We have people here right now that are hitting ranks like crazy. We have people, you know, right now making some serious residual income, weekly income. We actually get paid every week. These are some of the different levels here. We have Sapphire, we have Ruby, Emerald, all the way. You can see the amounts of income that people can actually generate here with this platform. Now, remember Keith was talking about a left team and a right team. I'm not going to get into the details. You can screenshot. This kind of gives you a rough estimate on how many people that you would need on your left team and your right team to earn a particular amount of residual income, right? So it doesn't mean that you got to go out and get 20 and on your left and 20 on your right. You can get 1 on your left, 1 on your right, and those people can tell somebody that tells somebody that tells somebody that shares a link to a video that invites someone to a Zoom presentation or a webinar. Make sense? So, and it just grows. Now, one thing I've learned about this opportunity, because when I'm sharing it with people and I'm having those questions, like some people have questions or whatever, and maybe they saw a video, maybe some people have some questions after this. And they ask, well, how are you promoting it? How are you sharing it? Well, we're doing a lot of different things. We have our own team systems, marketing systems, and I'm going to go over that here in just a few moments. But one thing I've learned being a part of this platform, being a part of this opportunity, is that you will get results with this if you tell people about it. And I'll leave it at that. This isn't one of those things where you, like I said before, where you have to convince and persuade and twist somebody's arm and and no, this isn't that game. Here, all you have to do is just let people know what you have. And that's all we've been doing. We've just been letting people know what we have. And a lot of people are just signing up even without us talking to them. Let me repeat it. People are enrolling. I'm not even having any conversations with them. They see it. They see the information. It makes sense. They're like, hey, I gotta have that. I need that. You know what? My mom needs that. My husband needs that. My wife needs that. My son. A lot of people can use this product. We just got to let them know we have it. And it's so easy to use. It'll definitely make an impact in a lot of people's lives. So really quick here, we're going to wrap this up really quick. Let you guys get back to your day. Now, we have a team marketing system as a bonus. So anybody joining our team here, guess what? You're going to get access to our own team marketing system. They got some different websites and different tools as well that the company provides, but we got some pretty cool stuff as well on top of that can make a major impact. Some of you are watching some of this information right now. Matter of fact, I'll pull up a few things here really quick just to kind of give you an idea of just some of the things that you will get access to. Like, for example, here's one. Let me show you here. I'll pull it up. Like, this is actually one of our pages here that's been converting like crazy. You can actually customize these pages. You can add your own videos, your own testimonials to these pages. And guess what? This is all free. It's not going to cost you anything, right? Not only that, we got, capture pages. We have webinar pages. Some of you are actually on a particular webinar page right now. There should be a button right below that you can actually see the person who invited you, and you can actually join those individuals. Let me show you this here. I'll just show you this page here really fast. So if you look here, this is actually one of the pages here, one of the webinar pages. Now, of course, I'm broadcasting live, so that's why it's showing me here on the screen, but this is something that you'll actually get access to as well. Now, I don't have time to go over all the different things that we provide you within our team. Not only that, we have our team, community, our support community called Fix Your Future. This isn't a Facebook group. You're not going to find this on Facebook group, at least not the one that you want to be a part of. We have our own community, and this is where you'll learn a lot of great training. You'll get access to a lot of our tools and resources and all the different things that we're doing online. Now, I know a lot of you want to do different things and, really help automate your business. Well, that's really what our team is about, is automation. We're going to show you how to automate, how to also create leads and sales, while you're in the bed, sleep, because that's really what you want to do when you're marketing, when you're a marketer and you're marketing a business. You want to find ways and use methods where the business can work for you even when you're not working. And that's what we have here. So we have all these different tools. There's some very sharp people on our team, and we got everything laid out for you to really help you to become very, very successful. And here, let me kind of move on here to the next slide here. Now, really quick here, and I'm gonna wrap this up because we're kind of going over just a bit. Let me show you this really quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up here. So timing is everything here. Timing. Let me show you what I mean here. Industry phases of growth. Now, normally a business will start here and everything, then eventually it just kind of starts to go up, and then it just really moves really quickly, and then eventually it will stable off. Let me kind of give you an example. MPG started around 2022. Okay, let me make this a little bit bigger. So in the formulation stage, that's when they started around 2022. Right now, they're pretty much like in the concentration stage, somewhere around in this little vicinity right here. What we want to do, we want to make sure that we actually, you want to make sure that you get started before it starts to go into the momentum phase, because this is where millions will be made right in here. Matter of fact, if you're kind of give you an example, around here, Terry was actually making $800 to $1,000, a month. And guess what? Right now, because of all the momentum, he's actually making anywhere between $30,000 and $40,000 a week. So imagine right here, it's going to be incredible. It might even be $100,000 a week. Now, we've seen people make money like that in networking. This isn't a fable. This isn't fairy tale. These are true facts. Now, and then eventually things will stable off, just like with any company. Eventually it'll go really fast, really hard for about a little while, and then eventually it'll stable off. Now, here's the thing. This little area right here is really where you want to be if you want to create extreme wealth. Okay. You want to create a lot of wealth. This is where you want to be. Okay. Now, let me kind of share a little bit with you as well. Now, right here, it says fixed product April 2024. So it kind of launched right around here. Right now, we're right here. Yeah, we're on fire. Yes, there's a lot going on with MPG right now because of the fixed product. It is definitely on fire, and it's definitely going viral. But we haven't hit this phase right now. Let me kind of come back really quick here. April 11th through the 13th of this year, of 2025, they're having their first conference, if you will, which is going to be here in Las Vegas at the Rio Casino Resort here in Las Vegas. Okay. Now, it's going to be a lot of people there. As a matter of fact, we're gonna bring. I don't know, Keith, Ro. There's so many people coming in. They might have to get a bigger venue because of what's going on. And I'll come back to you guys here in a moment. But it's gonna be crazy. But coming out of that event in April, what's going to happen is it's going to create massive, super hyper massive momentum, which is going to propel us into that massive growth zone. This is where it's really going to be on fire. And a lot of people that are coming in like right up in here, like right now. So that means everybody here watching, whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching this on a replay, if you're in now before that moment, because that April 11th through the 13th is, mark your calendar. That's going to be the time where we're just going to see a massive, we already think it's going crazy, but it's going to go super crazy during that time. This is the time. Now is the time that you definitely want to take advantage of it. So not next month, not, later on this year, now, because we're right here and we got a product that's working. We got perfect positioning, perfect timing, just like it says. Timing is everything with this opportunity, which is the main reason why we got involved, because of the timing, because we're here to take advantage of that period right there. And we're right here for it. So here, let me bring up some of my other partners here, and then we're going to wrap this up, guys. Here, let me start off with Ro here. Ro, what were your thoughts about just, I guess, the positioning and the timing that we're all in when it comes to the fixed product?
Man, timing couldn't be better. Just like you showed on that chart, a strong wave will bring even a weak soldier to shore. And I've
like
always,
that.
I said it last night, and I'll say it again tonight. The T in timing is more important than the T in talent. You don't have to be the world's greatest networker or have 30, 40 plus years experience, and some folks do, and that's perfect. But even if you don't, just like you showed Nikki there, you said she's good, but she ain't no $30,000 a month good. She's just at the right place at the right time. And ladies and gentlemen, that's where we find ourselves right now. So if I were you, and I know, which I'm not, but if I were you, I would plug in, take advantage of this extraordinary team with all the free marketing tools that they're giving you. You're getting answers to the test, ladies and gentlemen. You're getting bonuses that are, they shouldn't be free, but they are. So
Yeah. That's awesome, bro. Thanks for sharing. That's awesome. Hey, Keith,
Yes, sir.
final words for some people that are watching live or even on a replay in terms of getting started. What are your thoughts?
Just ditto what you've said and what Rose said. Where we are right now, it's not about how good of a marketer you are, how much income you've earned in this industry. Right now, it's about hustle. And when I say hustle, what I really mean is sharing. Okay. If you don't know a thing, you got folks like Haley up in Canada who doesn't have a clue what network marketing is really about. She's been in networking. Okay.
Yeah.
She's making over $10,000 a week in less than 3 months because she's hustled. She's sharing. Okay. Where you are right now, where each and every one of us is right now, you're one of two people. You're either a spectator or you're a participant. Where you are 6 months from now is where you decide to remain.
That's it. That's it. Well, hey guys, you heard it here first. Hey, a lot is happening, and I'm super excited about what's going on. And you heard it from the panel. You heard it from Keith. You heard it from Ro. You heard it from Terry. You saw some of the other examples. This is just the beginning. So we're going to wrap it up here. And what you're going to need to do really quick, get back with the person that invited you to watch this video. If you're on one of our team webinar pages, you should see their information right below this video. You should see their contact information and even their enrollment button so you can actually get started. So take advantage of what we got. This is just the beginning. Keep in mind, I know it looks like we've been here a long time, but guys, we're just getting started. And I know a lot of the tools and everything is very impressive. It all looks nice. But hey, you ain't seen nothing yet because we're just getting started. And 2025 is going to be the year of major impact. And major impact in your health, major impact in your finances, and we're going to help a lot of people do some incredible things. So I'm fired up. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me on a football Sunday. But hey, get back with the person that invited you guys. Hey, I want to shout out to Keith Francis, Ro Fisher for sharing some very powerful words as well. Appreciate you guys. And hey, again, get back with the person that invited you guys, and we'll see you guys over the top. Peace out.